Hello friends, welcome once again. Today I am going to share my experience of a 300 kilometers long trip on my Aprilia SR150. As I have mentioned that I am a rider from Heart, and together with my friends I found a group named Lords, which stands for League of Riding Devils, and once a month we go for a 400 to 500 kilometers round trip. I am planning to take my Aprilia on the trip this time, and I will share my experiences on that for sure. But this time I traveled solo for 300 kilometers, 150 kilometers up and 150 down. As we all know, other scooters in market are basically for small city rides. It makes no sense to take them to long rides, but for SR150, as soon as you ride it for 50 to 60 kilometers, you get the feeling that this scooter can withstand the highways in a perfect way. Its powerful engine, amazing handling, grippy and big tires, tremendous braking power, hardish type seat, and aerodynamically stable body makes it a perfect long distance highway machine. And all this without the headache of using clutch and changing gears. You have all the power on just a twist of the wrist. So on my trip, I mainly rode it on highways, that NH24 that is, and roads were perfect. And when you have an Aprilia SR150 on such wide, smooth and traffic-free roads, it automatically makes it for a high-speed run. For most part, I was riding between 90 to 100 kmph, and the engine shows no signs of stress. To maintain such speeds, you get a feeling that this engine can keep these speeds all day. There were no vibrations at all. There was a stretch of 40 to 50 kilometers where I locked the throttle and scooter ran at 100 kmph constantly. After that stretch, I stopped for a moment and touched the engine to feel if it's overheating or not. But surprisingly, the engine felt at normal temperature. It showed no signs of overheating, so without any delay, I continued further on my trip. There were moments when I had to stop the scooter from high speeds in a quick time, and the brakes never disappointed. Together with super grippy tires, the braking feels great and is confidence inspiring. Be at any speed, the scooter stops in a quick time. The braking power basically comes from the front disc brakes. One thing to be careful of is to use both brakes together. If you are using only the front brake, then there are chances that front tire might get locked and it may slip. It happened with me once while riding in a city at slow speeds. I pressed the front brake lever suddenly and the tire just slipped. So take care to use both brakes together. As compared to other 110 to 160cc bikes, the braking is better on this scooter. Now for comfort, I felt fairly comfortable for all parts of the ride. Rear suspension is quite perfect for highway use and keeps your back at rest. The damping is optimum. It neither crashes into sudden drops in road surfaces at high speeds, nor it throws you up in the air while rebounding. The hardish seat also makes sure that your back is not dancing left right with every undulation of road, and your back remains at same position all the time, so it again results in less fatigue. Overall, the scooter is as comfortable as other 150cc commuter bikes with added advantage of being gearless. New riders not used to hardish type of seats might initially feel numbness in back after 30-40 kilometers, but it's all about getting used to it. After some time, you will notice that this seat is comparatively better suited for long rides. I had a stretch where I rode non-stop for 90 to 100 kilometers, and I hadn't noticed any abnormal signs of fatigue. Coming to stability at high speeds, the scooter remained absolutely under control, even at top speed of 120 kmph, which I carried for around 4 to 5 minutes. There is absolutely no effect of air drag making the scooter unstable, but at speeds above 90 kmph, the agility decreases a bit. I think it's due to raised handlebars. I had to change my body position to make quick left-right turns while running at high speeds. Overall, the scooter remains planted and feels safe on highway speeds. For visibility, I can say the rear view mirror are just okay. The visibility is limited with a big blind spot, but it's nothing like you can't live with. The illumination by the twin front lights is also good. It was dark when I was returning and the lights did well, although both lights do not come on together, but both high and low beams are sufficient for night use. The rear indicators also hang out separately like on motorcycles. Uh, as you can see, they are just uh, hanging out separately and thus better visible than indicators of other scooters which are integrated with the backlight. You also sit tall on a scooter as it has a 1.5 centimeter more seat height as compared to other scooters and 2 to 3 centimeter more ground clearance than other scooters. So it again adds to the visibility of the road in front. Another thing is that whenever you travel for long distances, you may carry a backpack generally. So if you want to keep your backpack on the footboard, the space for your legs just vanishes. You have to squeeze the bag with your feet to find a space to put your feet on, and even then you will find half of your feet hanging in the air. So overall I can say that Aprilia SR150 is an excellent highway machine. Its highway performance is unmatched with any other scooter in the range. It behaves like a motorcycle and not a scooter. It returned around 36 kmpl on my trip, and with a fuel tank of 6.5 liters it translates to a range of 230 to 240 kilometers, which is acceptable for long distance rides. The power, comfort, stability, visibility, braking are all plus points of the scooter on highways. So I think you might have enjoyed my video as much as I enjoyed my trip on my bunny. I will keep posting my experiences with my scooter, so stay tuned. Have a great time. Bye bye.